Once upon a time there was a little girl who lived in the village near the forest. Whenever she went out, the little girl wore a red riding cloak, so everyone in the village called her Little Red Riding Hood. One morning, Little Red Riding Hood asked her mother if she could go to visit her grandmother, as it had been a while since they seen each other.
Amen. Thank you, Mom. Mother, can I go visit Grandma? Oh dear, that's a good idea.
Do you want me to go with you?
It's okay, Dad. I can go my own. Besides, I knew the way the grandmother's coming.
Well, in that case, just be careful, okay?
Okay, Dad.
When the basket is
Bye,
ready,
ma'am.
the little girl put on her
Bye,
red
Dad.
cloak and hugged her mother and father goodbye.
Remember, go straight to your grandma's house. Don't dawdle along the way. And please, don't talk to strangers. The woods are dangerous.
But when Little Red Riding Hood noticed some lovely flowers in the woods, she forgot her promise to her mother. She picked a few, watched the butterfly flit about for a while, listened to the frog croaking, and then picked a few more. Little Red Riding Hood was enjoying the warm summer day so much that she didn't notice a dark shadows approaching out of the forest behind her.
What are you
Then
doing out
suddenly
here,
the wolf
little girl?
appeared.
I am on my way to see my grandma, who lives through the forest near the brook.
Oh, really? Is she alone there?
Yes, I am on my way to visit her. Sorry, I have to go now.
The wolf in the meantime took a shortcut. The wolf, a little out of breath from running, arrived at Grandma's and knocked lightly at the door.
Oh, thank goodness, dear.
The
Come
wolf
in,
let
come
himself
in.
in.
I was
Poor
worried
Granny
something
didn't
might
have
have
enough
happened
time
to
to
you
say
in the
another word
forest.
before the wolf gobbled her up.
Ah,
The wolf let out a satisfied bark. A few minutes later, Little Red Riding Hood knocked on the door. The wolf jumped into the bed and pulled the covers over his nose.
Grandma, it's me, Little Red Riding Hood. Grandma! Grandma?
who is it?
It's me, Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, how
When
lovely.
Little Red Riding
Do
Hood
come
entered
in,
the
my
little
dear.
cottage, she could scarcely recognize her grandmother.
Grandmother! Your voice sounds so odd. Is something the matter?
Oh, I just have a touch of a cold.
But grandmother, what big ears do you have?
The better to hear you with, my dear.
But grandmother, what big eyes do you have?
The better to see you, my dear.
But grandmother, what big teeth do you have?
The better to eat you with, my dear. Ah! Ah!
Almost too late, Little Red Riding Hood realized that the person in the bed was not her grandmother but a hungry wolf. She ran across the room and through the door shouting, "Help!
For help.
Wolf!" as loud
It
as she
comes from
could.
the old woman's cottage.
The woodsman ran towards the cottage as fast as he could.
There's a wolf!
Where is the wolf?
He grabbed the wolf and made him spit out the poor grandmother, who was a bit frazzled by the whole experience, but still in one piece.
Grandma, I'm so scared. I'll never speak to stranger in the forest again.
There, child. You've learned an important lesson. Thank goodness you've shouted long enough for this kind woodsman to hear you.
Thank you, Mr. Woodsman, for saving us from the hungry wolf.
It's my pleasure to help. But first, I have to get this rid of this wolf.
The woodsman knocked out the wolf and carried him deep into the forest where he wouldn't bother people any longer. Now Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother had a nice lunch and a long chat.
It's okay, Dad. I can go my own. Besides, I know the way.
Sige.
Sige.
Take 74.
Good.
Sige, 1, 2, 3, start.
Do you want me to go with you?
It's okay, Dad. I can own my.
Cut.
I can go my own.
Next.
Way.
Take 75. Ready, set, start.
Do you want me to go with you?
It's okay, Dad. I can go my own. Besides, I knew the way the grandmother's cutting.
Well, in that
Five,
case,
five, five, sabay lang.
do you want me to be do you want me to go with you?
Besides, I know the way the grandmother's cutting. Lord, it go grandmother's cutting.
To go with you?
It's okay, Dad. I can go my own. Besides, I know the way to do the cottage of. Grandma, it's me, Little Red Riding Hood.